have information from various sources that judges, law enforcement, prosecutors, attorneys, doctors, and many prominent individuals, including actors, actresses, professional football and baseball players, are involved in these type activities.
I would like them to understand that majority, not majority, basically all the artists who's involved, and if they get in trouble, these guys have record companies backing that will get them high-powered lawyers. They have high-powered lawyers, 9 out of 10, they would never ever, you know, come to the penitentiary. But the guys in the inner city, if they get in trouble, they have what we call a public tender, a public defender, which is, they're not gonna have the best.
And they go to prison.
And they go to prison for a long time.
So they shouldn't model themselves on rap stars with big lawyers.
No, they shouldn't. I mean, besides that, you know, you have certain individuals who's artists, and they might get in trouble. They might do a few things, but they well-known names, and they informant for the police. They snitches.
Snoop Dogg.
And if they get in trouble, they're gonna get a free pass. Like if you hear about it, there's several artists that would never ever come to prison. No matter what they do, you hear about it getting caught, if it's firearms, getting caught with drugs, doing this, doing that.
Like who, you think?
Well, put it to you like this. When you look at it and you think about it, you see that you watch the news, you follow the people's trials, people's court cases, or you follow what you hear, word of mouth, what you hear about the streets, about the guy getting 25 years because he had $2 piece of crack cocaine on him, or a guy got 10 years because he had a firearm on him. Then you get a guy for if it's not personal, so I don't want to make it seem like I'm slandering these guys' names, or if you hear about a lot of the artists, some of them used to be on death row, some on other labels, you might hear them getting caught with drugs, getting caught with a gun, stab somebody, do those type of crimes, they're not gonna come to prison. One of the reasons they're not gonna come
like
to
Snoop.
well, Snoop would never come. I mean, Snoop was on, you know, we beat a murder trial for him, but then he was on probation. Then he got caught with 2 ounces of marijuana. Then he got caught with guns. And each time it's nothing. They're not going to violate him. Because for the street guys know what I'm talking about. There's no puzzle. I mean, if you get a guy that constantly getting in trouble and never going to come to prison, that's because he's an informant. He's a rat, a snitch, you know. And they're more important to the police on the streets than in here, because they let them know what's going on. They might say they sold by telling on 3 or 4 or 5 other guys. You know, I'm from Compton, and a rat is the lowest you can go. A rat will do anything.
But you don't think Snoop was a rat?
I mean, I don't want to make Alice. I don't need to put nobody out there.
Okay.
If I do, that's like a form of telling. But for the street guys out there, they know. They know this guy never come to prison. They know the only way to stay out of prison is one way. And you look at it, I got 9 years. The judge said he watched the tape 25 times. He couldn't tell if I kicked or just broke it up. The victim said I didn't do nothing, but I still got 9 years. I know I was going to have to pay a debt to society before it's coming to prison, because if you come from the inner city, you come from the ghetto, and you act off that block, you'll come to prison sooner or later. If you don't come to prison, there's only a few things, you know, you got to be working with the police.
I have information about corrupt judges, corrupt law enforcement, prosecutors, county officials.
I gotta survive and try to stay alive. Smoking that.
Now I've been called the crook, the killer, a thug, a no good dealer of drugs and blood of cuz. Doesn't matter what set you was, cause where I'm at, if you black we strap. As long as keys make G's, these thieves attack. And ain't no rules on the streets these days. Motherfuckers better watch they back and take it easy. I'm living living in the danger zone and learning lessons from the game. And some niggas was gone when the frame was on. I'm getting threatening, wrong sailing. Stay ghetto in heaven, or do I go to hell? See, seems I was sentenced to death, taking my steps with my head down, while pouring liquor for my niggas cause they dead now. My memories since I was a little C was a penitentiary full of niggas like me. These cops can't terrorize us, they despise us niggas cause we on the rise. Plus everybody searching for a piece of the truth, and the youth turn the streets into a piece of Beirut. And the truth is,
So the bottom line is to take over the country and the world.
For what?
Power, greed. This goes back over 200 years, back to 1776, with the establishment of an organization known as the Illuminati. I have information from various sources that judges, law enforcement, prosecutors, attorneys, doctors, and many prominent individuals, including actors, actresses, professional football and baseball players, are involved in these type activities.
But for the street guys out there, they know. They know this guy never come to prison. They know the only way to stay out of prison is one way. And you look at it, I got 9 years. The judge said he watched the tape 25 times. He couldn't tell if I kicked or just broke it up. The victim said I never knew, but I still got 9 years. I know I was going to have to pay a debt to society before it's coming to prison, because if you come from the inner city, you come from the ghetto, and you active off that block, you'll come to prison sooner or later. If you don't come to prison, there's only a few things, you know, you got to be working with the police.
Just hours after surgery, Tupac checked himself out of Bellevue Hospital against doctor's orders.
It was just time to leave. I didn't feel safe there. The phone kept ringing, kept getting these crazy phone calls. At that point, I'm just paranoid, just bugging out. I couldn't sleep, I couldn't rest, and I was like, I'm just tired, and I want to just... And I felt like I'm like a victim, a target. And I couldn't even sleep at home. People could kill me at home. You know, and why the police gonna come in and kill me, or, you know, was there secret police?
If you don't come to prison, there's only a few things, you know, you got to be working with the police.
And in this judgment there is...
I developed information personally about just extensive corruption in the government, not only at the federal level, but all the way down to the city and state level, across this country. I have information about corrupt judges, corrupt law enforcement, prosecutors, county officials. The bottom line is to take over the country and the world, with the establishment of an organization known as the Illuminati.
One day we gon' all be together smoking, getting high. Living dreams, making shit reality. Where's that family at? Niggas say one love, fuck one love, nigga, one nation.
now it's time for retaliation, perpetrating, get your punish. How could you cross the nigga that put food inside your stomach? Watch me, point the pussy out the ground, time to pay for past the stresses. Never learn your lessons in this deadly war. Let's explore the possibilities and fix the killing me. Head all busted over the strict nigga I trusted. Now it's hard to figure knew this nigga for eternity, and never in my deepest thoughts figure he could turn on me.
So many to choose from. Niggas close to me, I wonder how I lose them.
What you if my memory serves me justly, I showed you love, but you the same one that tried to fuck me. And now I got this pistol pointed at your mouth, ready to squeeze. See, snitching is an epidemic, killing disease. Exit, throw your gun away, take your time, free your mind, forget about the crime, and it will all go away in time. My information strictly based on niggas' faces, past cases with the law, plus a life of living raw, brothers in arms.
Every man have a right to decide this. One day